From the Apopka Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching The Press Row. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Barry Trammell. Time for our 5 and 5 segment, Barry. We're going all Sooner Irish this week.
Why would we do that?
I don't know, kind of a big game, I hear. We're going to talk about who's got the better defense, who's got the better fight song. We might even talk about who's got the better team. So let's get right to it. Let's start with this one, Barry. Better defense. Who's got the better defense in this game on Saturday?
I think it's unknown. You can make the argument that Oklahoma does. Now, Notre Dame's got the better numbers, but the Sooners are the ones that's been playing big-time offenses. Played K-State, played Tech, played Texas, played some teams that can put up the points. And the Sooner defense has answered every challenge. It certainly wasn't the defense that faltered against Kansas State. So Notre Dame's played fantastic defense, but they played some pedestrian offenses. I don't know that we know. I think the answer could be the Sooners.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think Notre Dame, for as good as that defense is, playing more in the Big Ten style of football. You know, nobody on their schedule plays like Big 12 teams do, and throwing it around, spreading it around, scoring a bunch of points. It's not to say that Notre Dame's going to allow OU to go crazy on Saturday. I just think that OU's got a really good argument for potentially having the best defense. It's going to be a heck of a battle. All right, Barry, important question. Who's got the better uniform?
Well, here's the answer. The answer is Notre Dame's got the better uniform, unless they go around screwing with them, which
and they have.
And they have. I actually watched the '56 game the other night.
I saw it myself.
The colorized version, and it was fantastic. Notre Dame was wearing the gold pants, the gold helmets, and the green jerseys. They often wear the blue. They'll be wearing white, of course, Saturday night. But the atrocity of the helmet that they pulled out earlier in the year, where they have a third of it's blue. Notre Dame, you've got classic uniforms. Don't go messing with them. Keep those gold and white and gold blue, gold green. Don't go messing with it.
Yeah, and you know what? Even the helmets, even though they've got some helmets that aren't dual tone, they've got gold helmets that are somewhat brightened or glitzier or something than what they used to do. I kind of like the old ones. Barry says it is a more traditional look. Why go messing with it? I mean, you're talking about Oklahoma's look, Texas's look, Penn State's look, Michigan's look. Don't mess with it. Notre Dame, don't mess with it. As long as you don't mess with it, you win the better uniform battle. But if you mess with it, I'm going with the Sooners. All right, again, another important topic, Barry. Best fight song. Who's got it?
Well, this is OSU versus Savannah State.
Oh.
No offense to Boomer Sooner, but Wake Up the Echoes is one of the all-time great songs. It's a fabulous fight song. Love the Notre Dame fight song. It's one of the top 5 in college football.
Not the best, though, right?
Probably not the best.
Okay.
Navy's got the best, but clearly one of the top 5. A wonderful, wonderful song.
And the Notre Dame Band is coming on Saturday. They're performing their show at Noble. You can go watch at Noble High School, watch the show.
Biggest thing to ever happen to Noble.
That's what we hear from Jason Kersey, our OU beat writer, who's a Noble native. So big time there. Yeah, I think the Notre Dame fight song, spectacular. It'll be nice to hear that ringing through the stadium on Saturday. All right, Barry, our fun question of the week. All right, who's going to be the guest picker on game day? Who you got? Who's the suggestion for ESPN?
Well, I got an idea for them, and now, here's the deal. They try to keep it quiet, so apparently it's going to be a mystery selection, but how about Kevin Durant? How about bring out the Thunder? And if you really want to have fun, bring Kendrick Perkins. But bring out Kevin Durant. You don't know what he's going to say. Kevin's very politically correct when it comes to the Sooners and the Cowboys, except when they're playing Texas.
Right.
And then he's all Longhorns all the way. You don't know what he would say in a Texas-Notre Dame game. The crowd would go wild. I vote for Kevin Durant.
I think it'd be fantastic. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think they've got some good options. We were talking off camera. You've got Carrie Underwood.
She's in the area.
She's in the area. She's doing a show in Oklahoma City, going to Wichita. Bring her on, have her pick. That'd be fantastic. Obviously, you've got all the Oklahoma sort of super fans, your Toby Keiths, your Jim Rosses. But do something a little different, ESPN. I mean, I think Carrie Underwood would be great. I don't know who they're going to get, but I think people will be watching. That'll be a fun one to see on Saturday. All right, lastly, Barry. All right, we screwed around, talked about uniforms, talked about fight songs, but really, who's got the better team on Saturday?
Well, I think the Sooners have the better team because, as we talked, the defenses are very comparable. We don't know, both defenses very good, but clearly OU has the better offense. And the only way that the Sooners don't win this game is if they make mistakes on the offensive end. If Landry Jones has a poor game, if if they turn the ball over. Otherwise, very difficult for Notre Dame to win this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is all about Oklahoma's offense doing what it's been doing here these last few weeks. They seem to have hit a stride, and if they can play, maybe not as well as they've played these last few weeks, because I do think Notre Dame defensively is really good, but if they can put up, if they can score 3 touchdowns, I think they win this game. And I think Notre Dame's really going to try to bleed the clock, to really shorten this game and play ball control on offense. But Oklahoma's defense will force them off the field. I think Notre Dame to win is going to have to score defensive touchdowns, maybe multiple ones. So if it's on Oklahoma's offense, if they play well, if they put up some points, I think they win this game. It's going to be a heck of a ball game, though, on Saturday. And be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.